underground radio station here, and we say what we feel like saying.
Hi, this is Corey and Jay of The Corey and Jay Show.
The following program is brought to you in high definition. Dave Rabbit Audio.
Hey, everybody. Boy, do we have a great show starting out the second 100 Video Rabbit Zones ever. From Maryland, Mirror Edge. And the hits just keep on coming.
Mystic shadows, light from the moon climbs through my window. There's a face in the mirror attracts me. The limbs from the trees attack me, attack me. Composing a song with the sound of the wind, creating a riddle with the grind of the trees, and the rain, it keeps on falling. The angel of death is calling me.
Mystic Shadows from the band known as Mirror Edge from Maryland. You know, I tell you, it never fails. You know, I find some band that I absolutely love their music, and this has happened to me a couple of times over the past 100 shows plus now. But, this band started, I think, in 93, and they just put out some really great music, and their music's kind of like a combination of hard rock and really great blues, and I absolutely love their sound. But I go to find out more information about them and stuff, and can't find anything on them. Don't know their names. The only website that they have, and it's too long to even mention, but if you go to the homepage, I know the majority of you, download through iTunes or some other subscription service or the RSS feed. But if you'll go to the homepage, you can find a shortcut that's pretty long that takes you to Mevio.com, and you'll be able to find their information there. And you can, I think you can buy their songs if you want to, but they don't have their own website. I don't even know the band members' names, and trust me, when Dave does his research on bands, he really does an intensive search. Couldn't find anything on these guys. So my guess is, as I've said before on a few other occasions, when I come across this particular dilemma, they have split up and they've gone on to different directions or different bands. But if you happen to find out anything about the band that was Mirror Edge, be sure and let Dave know through his Facebook or through one of the other accounts. How's your sister? Whatever. All right. Anyway, first song was Mystic Shadows. Really a great song to kick us off tonight. We got a great show, a couple of great movie reviews, and of course, the fabulous movie background of the week, which of course is Earth versus the Flying Saucers. It came out July 1st, 1956. That's right, folks. We're going back into Dave's genre of science fiction. But, back in the 50s, as I said before, the black and white movies were all about aliens and invasions and, being visited from people from outer space and all this other stuff, invaders from Mars, which was one of my favorites. I don't have a copy of that. I'm going to have to find that somewhere. But, I loved this particular era because it was really scary for people back in the 50s. Because, we were all very naive. We didn't really realize all the things that were going on in the world, if you know what I mean, governmental-wise. So, things like this, we go, wow, that could happen, and maybe it does. But, the robot creatures, aliens that are in this particular thing, it's kind of funny. But, I really love this movie. Hugh Marlowe plays the lead. Joan Taylor, the hot Joan Taylor, she was really kind of hot. She plays, and also Donald Curtis is an old-time actor that I've really liked over the years, and he was three of these people are always in these science fiction things. They're in some other stuff besides science fiction. It cost less than $200,000 back in this time to make this movie, and made approximately $472,000, basically doubled its money when it came out initially in the theaters. And of course, it's long since made a lot more money since then with DVD sales and whatever. Now, surprisingly, you can still find this movie at any DVD premiere location of your choice. I'm sure you can probably find it online also, which is very easy to do nowadays, especially with Amazon.com and some of those where you can just, literally special order movies, that may not necessarily be out in packaging and all this other stuff. So, I encourage you to do that. Now, the thing I really love about this is Ray Harryhausen, which was one of the premier leaders in special effects. He is the guy that created a lot of stop animation and a lot of still photography stuff and the clay animation stuff. He is very well known, especially from the people that came after him. Steven Spielberg once said when he was talking about ILM and also George Lucas and his company that Ray Harryhausen, he was the inspiration for a lot of the guys that did the creature features, from Aliens and, all the different things that came after that. He just really had a beyond his years sensibility about what he was trying to create. And really it's kind of, now it looks kind of hokey, but at the time, hey, it was cutting edge in Dave's time, and of course, in 1956, Dave was 8 years old. Anyway, all right, we got a great show. Let's continue on now with music. This is called Change It Up.